So
You wrote this when?
I wrote this like 2 months ago, but it happened quite quickly. It was one of the last songs to get to be a part of this album.
Wow.
Jason Evigan.
One of the last songs winds up being the first single.
Is
that how it goes?
Well, the thing is, I worked with some great people on this project, and Jason Evigan, he did a bunch of stuff with Dua Lipa, Charlie XCX, just to name a few. He was like, hey, I've got a song I want to play you. I just played him a bunch of music, so I sent it to him. He was like, I got one. He sends it to me, and I'm like, all right, we gotta work on this. And so it came to us in like 30 minutes.
Really? And then I read that it only took you like 2 weeks to put down the whole album.
Yeah, I like this because I want it to eventually just be like, it took me 12 hours.
Yeah, right.
Obviously, like projects like this, there's always mixing and mastering, but we rented a studio for 2 weeks, and I had 2 rooms going, and it was flowing through me.
What a creative couple weeks for you.
Yeah, it was honestly also I was kind of down to a deadline because I got to go do brother stuff too.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Like,
you got to go do brother stuff.
But
also, this is your first solo album in a very long time.
Yeah, it's kind of wild. And I didn't. This was not planned in any way. I mean, I worked on a song with Alexander 23 and Justin Tranter and this singer-songwriter Bo. And Justin Tranter and I feel like you might have met Justin. He's phenomenal. He's a producer as well. It's on a Broadway show now, and he's I wrote Cake by the Ocean with him and a bunch of other songs. And so we were like, let's get in the studio. And I worked on this song in mind for the guys called Only Love. And I walked away being like, I don't think it's for them. And I don't think it's for DNC. I kind of feel like it's for me, but I don't know what that is. I just need to go explore.
Now, let me ask you this. When you come out with a song as catchy as Work It Out, and your brothers hear it, are they like, what the fuck? Why didn't you give this to us? I mean...
Well, it's funny because Only Love...
You could have been like, come on, brothers, look in the mirror, da-da-da-da-da.
You could have, yeah. Come on, guys. Come on, guys.
But you didn't. You kept it for yourself,
I did, yeah. I kept it for myself.
Yeah, you did.
Sometimes you just, Right,
you know.
Sometimes you don't share. Siblings can't share everything.
Right. Were they annoyed?
They were... It's funny. Nick was like a different song called "Only Love" that started this project. Okay. He was like, he said, "Look, I get what you want to do," because I had kind of a big conversation. Nick was about to go do a movie with Paul Rudd.
Yep.
Kevin got another season of Claim to Fame.
Yep.
And then I was like, "Look, I also want to do music on my own for a bit. It's not like and just see what."
No offense,
but that song "Only Love" that you really like, that you've been listening to for the last like 2 weeks, thinking it's for us. Could I have that for me? Nick took a long pause and was like, "Damn." But I get it. It's all good.
All right.
So I got their blessing. At first I was just like thinking, I already had it in my mind that it was mine, but I still had to ask them.
Without going into specifics, I have to assume this, when you have such a creative burst of energy, I have to assume it is a response to everything going on personally in your life, this album.
Yeah.
As they all are.
Of course. Yeah. This is the most personal music I think I've ever written.
Really?
And a body of work. I think a lot of the times you get pitched songs, you have outside writers or producers that say, hey, here's a cool idea. And then you're like, great, let me make this make sense. And also why I wanted it to be my voice and not three guys or DNC is because I was like, it's weird when somebody else is speaking from your experience sometimes.
Right.
Like, you can make it like a generalization of saying like, all right, this is what we all go through.
Yes.
We've all gone through something like this in our life, whether good or bad or heartache. And for me, I was like, this is something that I feel like it's hard for me to just share that with anyone.